Never, never, never die. 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 Never die.
All right, this is the Angry Dad. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. And before we get into today's episode, I'd really like to thank everybody for listening and all that great stuff. It really helps me to fuck out. Let's talk about sponsors. Everyday Fit Life. If you're looking for a nutritional program that can help you out, well, guess what? Everyday Fit Life. Get hooked up over there. Look, they have a 90-day, 60-day, 30-day plan. And each one of those can help you set goals. You know, if you want to learn how to fast, you want to learn how to paleo, you want to learn keto, you want to learn carnivore. Well, guess what? All the programs are there. Each one of them comes with a workout plan to help enhance the progress that you make in the desired body change that you're trying to do. And you can get 20% off with code AngryDad at Everyday Fit Life. So make sure you check it out at Everyday Fit Life. And then code AngryDad at checkout. Max Performance for you. You're looking for peptides, BP157, TB500, that Wolverine stack. You're looking for that GLP1, GLP2, even that GLP3. Get hooked up at Max Performance. Peptides, Max Performance for you. Link is in the notes. And for 10% off, you can get hooked up with code AngryDad at checkout. That is 10% off with code AngryDad at checkout at Max Performance for you. Get hooked up. Let's get into today's show. Right off top, let me tell you guys something. Some of us are literally like, we're trying to become who we was. And what that means is a lot of times we're concentrated on becoming the person that we used to be. You're trying to bring back something that is gone. You know, I used to be that guy. I used to be big. I used to be strong. I used to be fucking confrontational. I used to be very confident, and I would act a certain way, be a certain way. But I would also drink. I would also party. I would also do all these other bad things. And guess the fuck what? That's who I was. I'm not that person anymore. I'm not concentrated anymore on being this person that I grew up being. I'm concentrating on becoming the person I want to become. You know, I'm not looking towards the past anymore. I'm only looking towards the future, because the future is where I'm headed. And because I'm headed towards the future, I'm concentrating on the things that I want now. I'm concentrating on the things that I want to become true. I'm concentrating on the things that I want to happen in my life. I'm trying to set myself up for the kind of success I didn't know I could have when I was that guy, when I was younger, when I was, young, dumb, and stupid. All right. I used to think I'm going to be this way. I'm going to, continue to grow. I didn't think I was going to live as long as I lived because of the situation I was in. But that's not the fucking truth. All right. It's not the truth. We grow old. We grow experience. We grow these things that we didn't have an idea that we wanted or could have. And because of that, I've completely changed. My outlook on life is different. Everything that I ever wanted to do in my world is just on a whole other level. But a lot of us try to grasp at straws and try to bring back that heyday, try to be who we thought we was, and we got to shed those skins. We got to shed that past. We got to shed that life, because shedding that life helps you grow, helps you become something different, helps you become the person that you should be becoming. As we get older, we get wiser. As we get wiser, we get older. And then we start to fucking change. We start to evolve. We start to become something that we didn't think we was going to be. All right. Growing up, I fucking completely had a different thought process of how my life was going to turn out. And now that my life has turned out the way it has, I'm happy with that. I'm not sitting here trying to be like, oh, I can party all night. I can drink all day. I can fucking, I'm going to hang out with my friends all the damn time. It's like, no. My priorities are different. I like my privacy. I like I like the comforts of my house. I like, just being relaxed and comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I like to be able to sit down on my couch, watch my TV, scroll through my fucking phone, hear my kids running around. And all my kids are older, but guess what? They still live at the house. And at the same fucking time, it's nice because they're good. They're happy. They didn't live the life that I lived. They didn't live the harsh reality that I had to live. And it makes me happy because it's like you're breaking the cycle of whatever bullshit that you grew up with. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. The situations when you grew up. Doesn't mean you have to pass on those situations. And one of the things that I love is because I've opened my eyes on who I've become and who I want to become and the things that I want to happen in my life, it's opened up different pathways, you know? It's opened up so many different things in my line of sight that are attainable, achievable, you know? A lot of us fucking have this mindset of like, I'm stuck doing this and whatever this is. And usually it's punch in, punch out, fucking wake up, go to work, fucking this simple path that is basically laid out for us as a generic line, you know? Because I definitely in my younger lives, like, I'm just going to be working until I fucking die. And that's how a lot of us fucking feel. But the thing is, once you start opening your eyes, once you start realizing who you're becoming, and once you start realizing that the abilities you have as you've grown, the things that you know, the things that you can apply to yourself, and the things that come your way, once you see that, it can't be unseen. You know what I'm saying? The way you work at things, the way you push things, the way you approach things are so different than the single mindset you had when you were younger. You know, we have linear thinking when we're young because we don't understand, we don't get it. Of course, we have the world by the balls, but at the same fucking time, you know, we can't see or perceive anything going on around us. We just see what we want and what we want to do. But as you get older, as you get wiser, as you fucking become the person that you really truly need to become, guess what? Everything is on the field. I fucking used to fucking, you know, eat whatever I want, do whatever I want, and it really didn't get me anything. But when I started doing the things, eating the things that I need to, doing the things that I need to do, you know, really fucking organizing my life, that's when shit changed. That's when shit grows. That's when stuff becomes your reality, what you really want, tangible. You know, I'm just saying these things because it's the fucking truth. You know, if I would have learned these lessons a lot earlier in my life, you know, my life would probably be, you know, dramatically different or a lot less stress or a lot less drama that I went through. You know, I just want to make sure that we all understand that we see that we get it. Because goddamn, I wish I had someone or I wish I would have listened to more people growing up because then I would have had a better understanding of what the fuck's going on. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. You know, I do these episodes, I do these shows because like these are the lessons that I fucking learned and these are the lessons that I want to pass on to my kids. But at the same time, if I could share these lessons with everybody fucking else listening, if I can change your path in your life, then I've done my fucking job. At least if I opened up your eyes and opened up your mind, guess the fuck what? Shit gets better, shit's different. You know what I'm saying? A little here, a little there. It's all it fucking takes. But, you know, I drop this information. I talk about these things because this is the shit that I've gone through. This is the shit that I've realized. This is the shit that happened in my fucking life. Because I definitely open up about it all the fucking time here. You know what I'm saying? I try to use myself as an example as much as fucking possible because guess the fuck what? Life is fucking crazy. And all it takes is you to learn something, a little light bulb to spark, and then the next thing you know, your fucking life is different. Like I said, I grew up doing some crazy shit, paid the consequences, dealt with the fucking cards that I was dealt with, but I still worked through them. I still, you know, dealt with them. I fucking, you know, had to figure out a way of life and a philosophy of life in my own fucking way because, you know, I got to do everything the fucking hard way. But because I've done that and I'm here, you can do that too. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people if I can get to where I'm at in my life, you can too. You know what I'm saying? Because I fucked it all up multiple fucking times, yet I was still able to dust myself off, get myself up, and really get shit fucking done. That's all it fucking takes. It takes hard fucking work, never fucking quit, keep fucking pushing, and understand in life, as long as you're working towards yourself, as long as you're working towards the goal that you want, as long as you keep pushing, you'll fucking make it. You'll be successful. Trust me. It's just how life works out. Don't let it beat you down. Don't let it take you down. And just fucking keep moving. So guess the fuck what? This is the Angry Motherfucking Dad. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it. I'm also part of the Inner Circle Podcast Network, group of powerful podcasters out there sharing their shit. That is innercirclepn.com. We'll take you to every one of our websites, every one of our shows, so make sure you check the fuck out, because we have shows as The Plunge, Failing Hollywood, Simmons and More, The Untrained Eye, The Hood Diner, Shit Happens When You Party Naked, so make sure you check it the fuck out. And I'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next one. Bye.
Always living, always living, always living, always living, always living.